which is starting to look a little bit bare, right? This is exciting, this is good. All right, so half inch here, these 4 bolts on the top. Yeah, Lanox, not Lanox, that's Inox has really done a good job of getting into all of these bolts. I'm excited to see what kind of condition the paint is in underneath this motor. So we have a look at this. We can see the overall condition of these bolts is absolutely spot on. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion just at the tip there, but mate, stunning, absolutely stunning. Again, fills me with confidence to see that all these bolts have the original Ajax labels on them. So yeah, really nice to see that. So the front two. I'm not going to go into labeling left and right. I think that's a bit overkill. But, let's get into the rear. So, right, here we go. This should come off. It's going to support that clutch. Pull that whole unit off. There we go, look at that. Absolute cracker. So there it is. There's the clutch housing there, or one half of it anyway. The green on that is absolutely stunning. I'll get this off and I'll show you. Hey, that's not going anywhere. We might have to get some of this into it. Come back to it in a little bit, but I'll put it aside just while that soaks in, and then we'll get into taking this clutch or drive shaft off. I think it's called the PTO shaft, but having a look at the condition of the clutch housing here, mate, that is absolutely stunning. That green is just beautiful. The more I see it, and the more regularly I see it, the more it's making me excited with where this project is going to end up. So having a look at the inside, I know it's a little bit oily, but that surface is absolutely stunning. So really good to see that. As for the clutch components in here, well, I'll bring you over and we'll have a look at this. But again, look, what a find. So far, I'm really impressed with the quality of this machine. So let's have a look. So the motor's off and we can see that the condition of the deck so far is actually pretty good. Yeah, there's a bit of grass and crap in here, but mate, she's looking all right for 55. It's looking really good. And look at that. There she is. Look at that original paint color. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. A really, really awesome find. I'm stoked with that. That color is really lovely. So what we'll do in our color matching process, if I can get this off, it is starting to come off a little bit, so I'm not going to rub it too much. Some great advice there, but yeah, we are going to keep going. We're going to get the clutch, the fork off here, and I'll show you the damage to that in just a second. But before we do, I also want to talk about this clutch cone. It's a really, really nice condition. Like, I'm actually really impressed with how well this has come up. Bearings old and whatnot, but yeah, once we get that keyway off, definitely you're going to be having a proper look at that shaft. There is, as you can see, some corrosion in here, so oh no, just oil and grease. Well, that's better than corrosion. That's what we want. But yeah, once I get this soaked in some inox, you can see I did butcher the end there just a bit with the side cutters. But once we get this off, I have a proper, really good look at it and see if whether it needs to be replaced or whether we can reuse it. Yeah, taking this clutch lever assembly off, I did notice early on in the teardown that there is a crack at the top here, and I'll show you that once I get it off. But look, we've just got 3 screws holding this in place, and then we're a little bit closer to getting this deck off. Now there are some small bolts underneath this that there you go, you see that? The great little tiny thing you don't want to be losing. But we'll keep all those parts together. What I might do just to make my life easier is I'll turn this up on its end and we'll have another go. So I'll get in there with the pliers and see if we can get these off. Now, we'll have a look at this. So this is the fork, the clutch fork. And you can see here, there, big nasty crack in the top. Look, it probably could be heated up, welded, or bent back and welded, but that might be the way to go. But it operates fine. It's just lost its structural integrity. So I want to keep this as one unit, and yeah, if we go end up the route of replacing everything, then what I do when I mount it all and put it all back together is I'll use this to give me some indication of the setup in terms of the distance and whatnot for the lever to work. So there we go. The clutch lever, or the clutch engaging lever, whatever you're going to call it, is off. I've seen you can get some pretty cool replacement knobs on here, but I'm going to have a go at actually turning my own out of brass, but that'll be another video in itself. So that'll be a nice experience and a really good learning opportunity for me as well on the metal lathe. These little spring washers on here, more so retaining clips, I know these are a one-use part, so yeah, definitely going to be replacing them. But just looking at it, that green again, seeing that original hammer tone green is really nice to see. The knob's in great condition, but yeah, if we're going for brass accents, we might as well go the whole hog, so to speak. So that's a part we're going to keep for now anyway. Let's have another crack at getting this off the shaft here. We might need the breaker bar. Doesn't help that hands are all greasy. All right, let's get into this. So we're going to need what is this, 14mm. On the breaker bar, might put the extension on just to give us a bit more clearance. Essentially, there we go. Physics, hey? How good is it? This Stanley socket set I've had for quite a few years, and hey, it's worth its weight in gold. It's an awesome set. I'll show you in depth another time, but we're not a reviews channel, we're a get stuff done kind of channel. So there's that bolt off there. That pin, I think, is what they call Cotter pin. I wasn't too sure about this cotter pin. I thought it might have been, you know, something that could push out, but it's not coming out because inside there is a bit of a cutout that goes around the shaft. So essentially what that does is prevents that shaft from slipping, or prevents the clutch from slipping on that shaft. So what we're going to do, instead of bashing it out like I thought we were going to do, and luckily I didn't because that would have done some major damage, but live and learn. We're going to put some inox in there, flood it a little bit, and see if we can get with the pry bar in behind there. I picked this up at the same garage sale that I got the mower from, and by George, it's come in handy. So we'll get some more inox into it, and we'll hopefully, with a bit of gentle persuasion, we should get it off. There we go. Slowly, it's getting there. Some more progress. You can see that keyway coming out really nicely as well. That's what we want. Bigger hammer. Go big or go home, as is the saying. That should be just about off. There we go. And I'm so glad I didn't bash that cotter pin out, because that would have definitely caused some damage. So if you look at that shaft, that keyway's in pretty good condition. Oh, look at that. Straight out. Absolute stunner. That's what we want. So, having a look at that keyway, yeah, in pretty good condition, and look, straight out. Testament to how good this this teardown process is going. Let's take a look at the clutch. Bearings definitely sound gravelly. Absolutely sound terrible. But look, what do you expect for some old grease ball bearings in there? But overall, the condition of that is pretty good, and that surface too, I think, with a bit of steel wool, will come up really nicely. Overall, the condition of that is just stunning. So yeah, that's clutch component itself. They've been bagged up just to help prevent against any kind of oxidization while parts lay on the bench, waiting for the next thing to do. So what I've tried to do as well is get the two keyways off this shaft here, and they're proving to be a heck of a battle. So what I'm going to do before I butcher this one near the drive sprocket anymore, before I butcher it completely, I'm going to let it soak in some more inox overnight, and come back to it tomorrow and see if we can get it off a bit more easily. If anyone's got any recommendations or tips for getting these little tricky buggers off, let me know. But yeah, so far really happy with the way this is really falling apart, or coming apart. Again, I think testament to the quality of the machine, and you know how well you can pull it apart and fix it yourself. So yeah, great to see, a great process to be working on, and looking forward to the next one. So thanks for tuning in to another Project Resto, and we'll see you in the next one.